Alright, so there's this thing going around, this political thing about Mitt Romney and Paul Ryan. And what thing that I've noticed the most is that people like to talk about how Obama has raised all this debt and it's Obama's fault and Obama this and Obama needs to go to that, so we need to vote for Romney and Ryan, as if they're the better option. This is where I ask if they have paid any attention to what they are saying, besides the obvious, oh please vote for me in the campaigning ads. And on an inspection of Romney and Ryan, you notice quickly that they are pro-war, which, okay, I'm in the military, I should be cool with them being pro-war, right? No. More pay for me is nice. Me going to a foreign country and possibly getting shot, not nice. My promise to my mother when I joined the military was that she would not have to bury her child. And Romney and Ryan would threaten to make me break that promise. And I don't like that. Also, besides being a military member, I am a woman. A bisexual. Ooh, those are two very bad things in Romney and Ryan's book. Because, as a woman, liking women, that makes me an abomination. I should not be allowed to marry another woman if I were to fall in love with one. That's strike number one. He would like to, not just for me as a lesbian, gay, bisexual part of that community, he would make sure that crimes against that community were not likely to be prosecuted. And if they were, not punished so severely, because, whatever. It's just the gays. They're probably gonna burn in hell anyways, according to my Bible. Yeah. And that's okay for him, not for me. Also, as a woman, say I get with a man against my will. Say I get raped. If it's a legit rape, apparently my body has superpowers and it can fight off that potential fetus that would be growing there, that would constantly remind me of that horrifying experience. I can't say, well, I haven't been raped per se, but my childhood was not exactly kept innocent to the point that it should have been, and that is not good. On top of that, he would say that you're not allowed to use birth control. So, that's more babies. And even if it's consenting, condoms don't always work. And most people don't even use condoms. They don't like them. It's a personal preference thing. That's their thing. I don't know. But, no birth control. So, is this like going back to the caveman thing, once the woman barefoot and pregnant cooking something? I don't know. It just strikes me as odd that of the multiple people who have confronted me on Facebook of my opinions all of them but one have been women. And I don't know whether that should piss me off because they're not paying attention, or if it should scare me because they have researched it and support them anyway. They throw this, oh, national debt this, national debt that. The debt will go up until we find something that will work. And I think Obama has a much greater chance of that than Romney and Ryan. This might be slightly biased opinion, but just from what I've seen from the facts, that's there. And the welfare thing. This girl was very upset with me for posting my little, oh yes, I'm gonna vote for Obama in this year's election. That so offended her because her parents worked so hard for their money that they shouldn't have to give it up to someone else. Okay. My parents worked hard too. My mother and I, before my stepdad and my dad came along, we were part of the low income bracket, and we made do without welfare. But a lot of other families can't do that. A lot of other families are single mothers with more than one kid. My mom just had me, and somehow she got by, but that doesn't mean others can't. And they always fall back on that argument that, oh, well, people on welfare shouldn't, like, they're all druggies and they don't use their money for their children or their food. And I call bullshit because I know actual cases. I went to high school with kids who had to be on welfare because their mother couldn't afford to take care of them. And I guarantee you that money did not go to drugs. But highly offended as I am at the fact, people still come to it. Oh, welfare receivers this, welfare receivers that. What I want them to know is that those Republicans, those, oh, we support our troops, we want them to get all the best that they can. 20% of the people that receive welfare are in the military. Supporting our troops, huh? That's very considerate of you. Your hard-earned money. Well, I'm sure they work very, very hard, and they still can't make enough money to get by on. And they fight for you people who would take away their welfare benefits. I'm sure they say thanks. Well, my first online political rant. Maybe you didn't listen. I really hope you did. And if you did, I encourage you also, don't just go by my words, because I really am not the expert on this matter. Really. You need to go look up their policies for yourself. Look up Obama's policies. Look up what Ryan and Romney support. You need to understand exactly who you're voting for, because that is the only way that you will be able to walk into the voting office, step into the booth, and feel 100% confident in whose name you check the box by. So I hope you do that. And if you didn't listen, then you're not seeing this, so you obviously don't care. And good luck to you. Thanks for watching.